Hello YouTube land. I was surfing YouTube a couple weekends ago and ran across this Chevy Cheeseburger challenge and listened to it, and was kind of fascinated by the idea of your first build. Just so happens that I do still have my first build. As far as I know, it was my first build. It was my first model that I put together all by myself and totally on my own. That's what's underneath this little cloth here. It's a little tea bucket. As you can see, I did nothing with it other than putting it together, and as you can see, it is quite dirty. But never really knew too much about it, but I did reach a time that I wanted to kind of do something with it. Thought about tearing it apart and building it back up, but there's pieces of frame rail missing there, but it's pretty complete as far as how it was. I was probably 8, 9, 10 years old when I did this, if I was even that old. But I know listening to the challenge kind of made me. I didn't even listen to the second part of it at first there, and I went down and dug this one out and kind of had an idea of, boy, if I could find another kit of it and redo it. Then I happened to listen to the second part of the challenge, and lo and behold, that's what his original idea was. So I did a little bit of checking on eBay, and believe it or not, I did happen to find a kit of it. I don't remember what the box of mine of this one originally was, but this was a 1961 release. And there's the. Now, like I said, I don't know if mine was that or not, but I haven't really been able to find anything else on this kit. So, happened to pick this one up. It was a little bit more than I wanted to pay for it, but I couldn't find any other ones out there. It was an opened box before, but all the pieces seem to be here. Still has decals for it, and everything here was put in a bag, a Ziploc bag, but it all looks like it's here. You can really tell the color difference here from it sitting on the shelf for all those years, and well, it's been boxed away for like probably the last at least 15 years, probably more than that. I don't remember the last time it was on a shelf, but yeah, this is going to be my build up. Not exactly sure what I'm going to do with it yet. I kind of tossed around the idea of maybe putting real tires on it instead of these two-piece plastic ones, but I don't know. I like the stance of the car. I like the look of it. I think I can go a little further with it than what I did back then in the day. I haven't really been able to determine what size it is. It's, going by the engine, it doesn't appear to be a 1/25 scale or anything like that, but I don't know, it almost looks like it's bigger than than a 1/32, so I'm not really sure. But yeah, I've just kind of left this one dirty and everything else, just the old natural look of it, just from all the years of sitting around. But yeah, it's just, I used to always have it on my dresser when I was a kid with all my other kits. You know, when I was younger, I used to build them and actually play with them too. You know, had a Dukes of Hazzard model that went through a lot. Break the axles. I ended up making it with metal axles and stuff like that. But you know, had the SSP. You know, with the little zip ties that you pulled the ripcord and they ran across the floor. I had the demolition derby one, and I had the ramps, and yeah, so those were just natural ramps for models. So, but yeah, this is. I'd like to say that it brings back some memories, but I just don't really remember much about the build. I just know that I did it. But definitely a unique build to it, and the instructions. They definitely don't do them like this anymore. But so yeah, I just wanted to give you a heads up on what I found, and that I actually do still have my first one. I wish I knew better of the origins of it and where I got it, or, well, I'm sure it was something that Dad probably gave me, but I don't know if it was an old kit that he had laying around. That would explain the date on this one. I mean, you know, if that was the release date of this one that I built. But yeah, I've just always kept it the way it was. Just a neat little truck. So, no markings on it. I mean, it doesn't say Ford on it. It doesn't even say, I mean, this is a monogram kit, but even on the bottom of it, there was no, I kind of had a heck of a time trying to figure out what it was, but there's no markings on it at all. But yeah, you can see how skilled I was at the time. The exhaust, that is how the exhaust on this one is designed. There is no exhaust. It comes out of the headers and that's it. So I'll probably see if I can do something about that. And actually, there's really no suspension either. It's got shocks, but there's no springs. There's no there's no suspension arms or anything like that, and that's just the way it was designed. So yep, that's where we stand on it for now, and kind of look forward to doing this build up. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Definitely be interesting to see what it is I can do with it, and go from there. So I just wanted to give a heads up, let Chevy Cheeseburger know what I ran across, and I've only seen, I think, one other entry on there of somebody that had his original from back in the 70s, and so yeah, this one probably would have been built around, I want to say probably around 73, 74 or something like that. So yeah, this ought to be a lot of fun. So alright, well, that's about it for now. I'll do some updates as I go along, and hopefully we can get this thing knocked out and have a nice hot little model here. So until next time, take it easy, and everybody enjoy your build-ups that you're doing. I look forward to seeing what everybody's doing and just how far they've advanced. So we will catch up to you again later.